What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we'll be going through the settings in Battlefield 2042, the ones I'll be using after Season 6 release. This is kind of what I settled with, especially in the new aim assist settings for the controller players. I'll be showing the button layout. If you want to quickly switch over to something specific you're looking for, like field of view or aim assist settings or button layout, be sure to look at the timestamps in the description so you can quickly skip through the video and look what you're looking for. But I'll be covering everything. Also, if you're new to this game, be sure to follow the entire video. There are some settings that I definitely recommend using. These are personalized settings, of course, so some you might like, some you might not like. You can tweak them, but I definitely recommend using some of the settings that I use. So general settings, not really anything interesting here to show. We're going to display. I use max field of view, 88 field of view on vehicle. Definitely recommend putting this up. ADS FOV on, also recommend that. Brightness is kind of whatever monitor you're using. Your monitor brightness is different than mine, so I use 72. Also with the new map releasing, it's kind of nice to have higher brightness. Then I have these all turned off. Definitely recommend doing that. So HUD settings, these are camera shake, put that all the way to low. Color blindness settings, I have it to custom, and then I put my friendly color to yellow, enemy color to red. I can't show the exact color code, unfortunately. DICE doesn't allow that. But these are the colors that I'm using, and I have this color blindness setting on custom. Then the kill log is set to squad and nearby, which I think is the best option to have, so you know what your squad is using in types of guns, if they're died or whatever, and you know what's going on near you. Here you can enable the damage numbers. You can kind of mess around. This is what I use. Don't really know if this is the best or if it's not good, but the damage numbers are definitely recommended to turn on. But how you actually use them, that's up to you. Chat visibility, you can just, it doesn't really matter if you care for the chat, yes or no. This is what I use, and I'm pretty sure these are all on default. These are my crosshair settings. Also left most of these actually on default, but here you can customize your crosshair settings if you want to do that. Minimap settings, minimap skill 125, rotate with view. This is kind of what previous games you've played, maybe. You can switch this around or not. And these are the minimap settings you use. You can switch between them, by the way. Even if you're playing on the ground, you can actually switch to the ground vehicle minimap setting or the air vehicle, so you'll zoom out, actually, very useful. And then HUD icons, also everything here is set to default, quickly showing you guys, but these are default settings. So that's that. Sound, music, volume off. I use 3D headphones, recommend using that. And this is, I think, all on default. Sound configuration, I put that on stereo, and then 3D headphones. So those are the two main things here. Voice chat left on default, subtitles, no one really cares. Okay, controller. So this is the button layout. I've put it on custom. So the main things I have changed is ping comma rows is on R2, which for the Xbox players, it's the bottom right button. Then if you go to movement, here I have crouch and prone on R3. So this is different. And weapons here is a lot different. Fire is on R1 and zoom is on L1, which is the top two buttons. Then I have knife on circle, so crouching and knifing is switched around. Then I have these slightly switched, as you can see. This is kind of, I wouldn't really recommend necessarily what I'm using here. This is just kind of what I got used to, so that's why I have this. Then toggle fire mode is on this. I don't know if that's actually modified or not. Toggle scope. I put this on circle. I think this is by default. And then these I put on triangle, square, X, and circle, so you can change your weapons while you're moving. You can all do that with the same hands. So this is, I definitely think this is the best options to go with. I've thrown grenades on triangle and then cycling through my weapons and switching weapons on L2. So if I hold it, I'm going to be switching my gadgets around. So that's these. And if I hold, if I tap it, I'll switch to my secondary. Takes a little bit to get used to, but I think this is definitely a very good button layout, especially if you're using the default button layout. So this is all default, actually. A lot of people don't believe this, but for vehicles and piloting especially, I actually use default settings. Quickly gonna show you guys, but this is really all default because I use choppers quite a bit. I get the question, It's all on default. Helicopter, default settings again, movement, default, and here it's all on default settings. So that's for the button layout. These again, you can change these around to whatever you prefer. Don't really recommend anything. Controller vibration, definitely turn that off. Now here on foot soldier aim sensitivity, I put that all the way up to 100. This is something you should personalize to whatever you like, but I use 100 because that's what I kind of just prefer. Zoom, so I turned uniform soldier aiming on and I put this to 100. This is the new settings here, the new aim assist settings, so there's quite a bit of change. I put the soldier aim assist to 50 and the slowdown to 100. It worked the best so far for me. I always recommend turning off zoom snap. It will really make you improve, especially over the long run. It will make you improve in the game to turn off zoom snap. You get more control over the game and more control over your actions, which actually allows you to build muscle memory. I decided to go with the 2042 Battlefield 5 input curve. I also hear a lot of people say they like the Battlefield 4 curve, and if you want extreme consistency, you can go with linear. This will make your sensitivity feel extremely fast though, so you can kind of mess around with these settings, but this is what I ended up with. So 50, 100, no zoom snap, and 2042 Battlefield 5. Aim acceleration to 0 if you want to get consistent. Also, if you put this to 0, it's going to feel like your sensitivity is going to be a lot faster. This is on default, I believe. No interesting soldier zoom aim sensitivity here. I put that on 50, which is a percentage of your soldier sensitivity, so keep that in mind. So this is 100 and I have 50 here, which means my zoom sensitivity is twice as slow as my soldier sensitivity. And the rest, I don't know if there's anything interesting here at all. It's all default. Vehicles here, vehicle aim sensitivity, put that on 50. So more settings here. Put this on 88, already showed. I don't really use tanks, so don't really look at these settings. They're not really optimized at all. Vehicle, I kept this on default because I kind of like it. Aim acceleration, put this on 0 as well. Again, same thing, will allow you to build muscle memory, get a lot more consistent. For my dead zones, don't look at this one at the moment, because this is actually because I have stick drift on my left stick, and this makes it so I don't have stick drift anymore. But this is just my moving stick. Normally this would be on 15, so 13, 15, and then here 13, 15. So those are the dead zones I use. Controller vibration off again, as I already showed, and this is all on default. I think that will be it for the most part. Here we apparently are going through the colors again. This is all changed around. Oh, here, concussion effect, put that on dark. Highly recommend, so you don't blind yourself when you get stunned. And this is all not very important stuff, extras, no. So that will be it for the settings. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section below. And again, the timestamps will help you guide through the video a little bit faster. Subscribe if you haven't yet for a lot more 2042 content. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.